Let me know if you or anyone that you know has done this. 8 years ago, when I started high ticket sales, I remember padding my coaching offers. I had an offer and then I added a VIP day to it. So the offer was $50K. The VIP experience by itself was $25,000. So when women came into the offers, they would say to me, oh my gosh, I bought this offer because of the VIP day. I really wanted the VIP day. And so I felt like that will validate the investment to work with me, because at the time, 8 years ago, I thought premium meant the price or the investment. I thought premium was expensive. So I need to pad my offers so that people would invest in those offers. Hello, beautiful, and welcome to High Ticket Sales for Women in the Prosperous Room. Let me know, have you ever padded your offers? Because that is one of the things that women in high ticket sales, women who sell premium coaching offers, never say. Let me add more bonuses so it feels like it's worth it. You see, premium coaching clients are here for the depth of the work you do together, the full lifetime value of what you're co-creating together. And they know what they want. They know what's useful to them. They recognize value when they see it. So you never have to trick anyone with bonuses. If the bonus that you put into the offer needs to be part of the outcome, like they need that outcome in the bonus to co-create the full lifetime value of the offer, then that bonus needs to be included in the offer, not as a bonus, but it has to be in the offer to be in full integrity, because your premium coaching clients already know what they want. There's no need to trick them because they're not there for the price. When a client wants to fly first class to Cape Town, she does not look at economy or business class and compare it. They're not price shopping. They're not saying to themselves, ooh, I can go to business class, then get 20 more cookies and then get 5 more blankets, and that will help, that will compare to being in first class. No, they fly to first class because that's the experience they want. So allow them to have the first class experience for the premium coaching offer that you have without the added bonuses. They pay you a lot of money to spend less time doing the thing. Sometimes just a 30-minute call can shift everything they need to shift. Way more powerful than 35 videos, 40 worksheets, 3 VIP days, and all of the bonuses. Just 30 minutes with you. When the value of 1 minute with you outweighs all the bonuses, all the worksheets, and whatever else it is, then you know that you're a premium coach. Value is premium lifetime value. It's the transformation they receive. It's not the amount of time they spend working. It's not the amount of time they spend doing. It's how their being is shifted. It's how their insights are transformed. And that could take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on your experience, on your tool set, on your training, on your education, on your divine skills, on your divine experiences, on the magic that God has given you, or the modality. It depends on you and the work that you're doing, and not on the amount of time they spend. So no, women in high ticket sales don't say, let me add more bonuses because they think it's worth it, because that is fraud and it's a lack of integrity on our part. So we don't do that. We don't do that. I always recommend 0 bonuses. Let the offer stand for itself. Let it speak for itself. Let the full lifetime value decide for itself because of the weight that the offer actually carries. The second thing that women in high ticket sales never say, women who are selling premium coaching offers never say is, I hope they don't think I'm too expensive. And I used to hear this a lot with my clients who create their offer. They'll go from 40K to a 250K offer, and they'll say, ooh, I hope my people don't think this is too expensive. Well, the same people that you sold the $2,500 coaching offer to, the same people that you're selling $999 offers to, are the same people who are going to buy the 100K offer and be happy and grateful to invest in it. I remember when I was in the law firm in 2009, my colleagues and I, at the time, everybody in the room with me, they were all making at least $500,000, $500,000. And we were watching YouTube because we all wanted to quit our jobs and do something creative, start our own businesses, go on Etsy, do all kinds of things, make things with our hands. And we're watching this woman on YouTube, and she was talking, and she was a business coach, a small business coach. And she said, I have this offer and it's $997. And we thought, okay, so what's the next offer? Because at that point in the room, nobody thought they need to buy a $997. We thought it was going to be $50,000 or $100,000. And I remember saying to the room, is there anybody on YouTube who is a coach who is offering something for $100,000 at least? Like, has anybody ever considered, sent an email out saying investment work with me is 100K, or made an offer for 100K or 50K? Why is everybody doing $997? Because they think I don't want to be expensive. You see, your premium coaching clients are not looking at the number. They're premium because they know the investment to work with you. They know the value of the investment. They know how they want the thing. It matters to them. It's useful to them. It's important to them. And they're the pivotal points in their life, relationship, business, or career where this is what they want. Again, that first class ticket to Cape Town. They don't want anything else. They understand that they're not price shopping. And premium coaches know this. So that's why they sell $1 million coaching offers. That's why they will sell a 30-minute coaching call for $20,000, because they know the client knows what is going to happen in 30 minutes. It's going to outweigh what people do in 6 years with other clients. So this is why price is irrelevant and has no bearing in high ticket sales when it comes to selling premium coaching offers that have premium coaching outcomes. It's the depth of the relationship. It's the depth of the relationship. It's serving deeper, going deeper, and the weight of the outcomes, the exponential value of the outcomes to the clients, the lifetime future value. And as an accountant, one of the things that I support clients to do is to really look at what is the lifetime future value of my client when she stops smoking today, in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. What is the lifetime future value in dollars going to be? And whatever currency you operate is going to be, because that's easy as an accountant to come up with. But a lot of women are not doing that because they think, well, I don't know how to price my work. I don't know how to do this. No, women and premium coaching clients are not going to walk into the offer if it does not match the level they're at. If you're selling something that they outgrew 5 years ago or 10 years ago, they're not going to buy it. The thing here, the invitation is to remember that the same audience that pays you $3K or $5K is the same audience that your $100,000 coaching client is sitting there right now waiting for you to offer her. So make the offer, send an email, create an offer, high value offer for $100K, and send out the email to the same audience. And I guarantee you 2 or 3 people there right now waiting, they've been praying for that kind of level outcome, that kind of room to walk into that matches who they're being right now in their lives, that matches where they want to be in the next 2 years, okay? So I hope they don't think I'm expensive. And let me add more bonuses. 2 things women who sell high ticket coaching offers never say. The third thing is, let me explain this more so they agree with me. I hear women when they come to the Prosperous Woman, they say, my messaging is off. I need to explain it more so they can agree with me. Nobody needs to agree with you. Premium coaching clients don't agree with you. If they agree with you, they're not going to vote for you, buy from you, or hang out with you, okay? They're just going to think, what's different? No. Premium coaching clients have their way of being and the windows through which they see the world. And you have your window through which you see the world. And when you can transform the way someone thinks, for example, if my clients come into my world and they come in thinking it's so much easier to sell a 10K offer than a 100K offer, and then they realize that, oh my gosh, it takes less time to sell a 100K offer, the client gets way more value. Premium coaching clients don't care about the price. Premium coaching clients want to match the room. All of a sudden they think, why have I been thinking this all my life? I'm going to sell my 50K offer. I'm going to sell my 20K offer. I'm going to sell my 100K offer, my 150K offer, because it takes me less time to do that, because I don't have to convince anyone, because my clients don't price shop. So that's a transformational insight that they get from that. So once you create transformational insights, people don't have to agree with you, because it changes how they see the challenge, the problem, the opportunity, or the desire. It changes the way they see the world. And your window to how you see the world becomes that insight for them. It doesn't mean they agree with you. It just means something has shifted for them. All of a sudden, that problem is no longer a problem. That desire is no longer on the pedestal. All of a sudden, they realize, oh, I can have a baby, like Caleb. It activates the Caleb, the Joshua, the Ruth, the Rahab in them. It activates the power in them, the one that God put inside of them. It creates a remembrance inside of them. And that's why people say to you, oh my gosh, this is so loud, this is so me. I totally get it. It's not because you're creating a new desire. You just activated the Caleb that says, yes, I can go and take the land. I can possess the land, the Joshua in them. So they don't agree with you. You create transformational insight with your messaging, not for people to agree with you or like you or say, oh my gosh, she's so smart, she's so amazing. They don't pay you because you're smart. They don't pay you because you have degrees. They don't pay you because you have ICF credentials. They don't pay you because you're awesome. They don't pay you because you wear makeup. They pay you because what you have is what they want. And they realize, oh my gosh, I see myself in the offer and she's speaking directly to me because she sees me, she hears me, I can feel that she knows me and she's in my head. That's why premium coaching clients invest, okay? So those 3 things, I hope they don't think I'm too expensive. Let me add more bonuses so they think I'm worth it. And you know what, let me explain so they agree with me. High-ticket women coaches never say that. The third thing that women in high-ticket sales never say is, I'm going to lower my price to get a yes. Again, this ties into everything else. Premium coaching has nothing to do with pricing. It's them recognizing the value and wanting to fly first class to Cape Town. Even if the women in economy and the women in business class are going to all arrive at the same time at Cape Town with first class, people in first class still want first class. I remember one day, again, I was at a law firm and I was flying to Cape Town and I wanted a first class ticket because it was one of those weeks where you just have so many trials and you're like, you know what, I just want to chill. I just want a first class experience with a robe and a towel and warm towel. I just want that experience. And I remember buying my ticket and she said, you know, you could save so much money if you just buy business class. After all, you guys are all getting there at the same time as the same plane. And I said, no, but I want that robe on Lufthansa. Like, I really want that robe and I want those toiletries. I just want it. I just want it, okay? Can I just have it because I want it? I want to pay for it right now. And she was trying to convince me to fly business class or economy because she wanted me to save money because the plane gets there at the same time, whether you're in business class, first class, or economy. And I said, no, I want my experience. And I see this in the coaching industry so many times. We try to bring people to the level that we think we should be on, that we can afford. Don't sell based on what you can afford. Sell based on what your client wants, okay? Your client wants to go first class, let her go first class. So don't discount the investment to work with you because it's not about price. It's about the experience. It's about the lifetime value. It's about the future lifetime value. It's easier for me to get to Cape Town and then go straight to court if I was flying first class. When I fly economy, and I've done it several times, when I fly economy and I have to go to court, it's annoying, it's exhausting, I haven't slept, my legs hurt, my back hurts. But when I fly first class, it's kind of like I just got out of my bed and went to court when I get to Cape Town or Johannesburg. So that's why you allow premium clients to be great. Let them be great and have the thing that God has for them and wants for them. So you don't have to lower your price just to get a yes, because premium clients say yes, not because of the price, but because of the value and the exponential results that you co-create together. The weight of the outcome transcends all the things, okay? And remember the value of your time. If 30 minutes with you can change somebody's life, they don't need 37 other things, because 5 minutes with you can change a life. That's the depth of your tools, your skills, your experience, your training, your education, the gifts that God has given you. That's why you're a premium value coach. That's what they come for. The next thing is, I need to do what everybody else in my industry is doing. Women in high ticket sales never say this. You know, it's sad that when you go on social media, I'm not on social media, but when clients come to me on the consumer, they tell me everybody on social media does the same thing, sells the same 10K offer, does the same thing. They have the same coaches, the same branding agencies, the same copywriters, the same everything. The language is all the same, and everybody looks the same. And to be honest, sometimes I look and I'm like, yeah, they do all look the same and sound the same. Why is that? You see, the gift that God gave you for your clients, that answer to the prayer that the client has been praying for like the last 30 years to have the baby, or to, because the doctor said they can't have the baby, and you have the gift, the work, the credentials, the training, the experience, the tools that they need, that tool, you have it, and they're going to have the baby now, healthy baby, and carry a healthy pregnancy, have a healthy baby, and have a healthy life, and baby is going to sleep all through the night because you have that gift. That was given only to you, not to everybody else in your industry. And the thing that God needs to do through you can only be done through you, not through everybody else in your industry. You're the only one with access to that gift. So when you deplete your gift, when you water down your gift and try to be like everybody else in the industry, try to look like them, sound like them, sell the same thing with a different twist, with 50 other bonuses, when you do that, you are screwing the premium coaching client who has been praying for that answer, because what you end up selling is not the thing they've been praying for, so they don't see it. And then you try to convince them and try to persuade them and try to make them buy, because that's not the thing that God sent them here to look for. You know, God said your answer is here, it's right here. And they come and they go, but I can't see it. God, you've let me down. I've been waiting for 5 years. God doesn't hear me. God doesn't answer me. Now I'm going to lose my faith. Meanwhile, God gave you the gift, but you over here packaging that 150K offer into a 25K offer because everybody on social media is doing that. Yeah, everybody in the industry is doing that. And your client doesn't see the offer because it's not for them. And then you bring it and try to sell it and try to convince that client and everybody else to buy it, but it's not for them. This is why it leads me to the next thing that women in high-ticket sales don't say. I need to know how to overcome objections. I'm going to master how to overcome objections. No, if you're trying to master how to overcome objections, you're full of BS, because you're the one that creates the objections. It means you're out of integrity. So anybody that says to me, oh, you know, I'm going to go take a course where I master objections, you're full of crap. Okay, you literally are full of crap, because your client is not going to object. When you give your kids the food they want, they don't object. When you give your kids food when they're hungry, they don't object. If your kid is not hungry, you say, hey, I have this, they're going to say, I don't want it. Are you going to persuade them, convince them, make them eat? No, they're fool. So when you bring something to a client and the client wants this client, the client recognizes the thing in them because God has already put in their heart what it is. And there's a remembrance that happens when you're selling the mirror to their soul. When you're serving them deeper the mirror to their soul. When you're not just selling something because you think it's what they need, but it's what God has for them, the answer to the prayer. The answer to the prayer is the answer to the prayer. It's not the answer that you want them to have. It's the answer God has for them. So when you create that high-ticket premium coaching offer, when you're serving it to your client, she's a yes before she comes into the sales conversation. The sales conversation is just for you to decide whether you want to play with her or not. Because if you don't want to play with her, you get to say no and she gets to go somewhere else and get something else. But that's all, it's all energetic. She doesn't come to the sales conversation for you to make her buy. I am not going to convince you to lose the 100 pounds that you want to lose. I'm not going to convince you to have the baby that God has put in your heart to have. I'm not going to convince you to get married. No, you're a grown woman. You make a decision that you come in here. You know this is valuable to you right now. It's important to you right now. And you come in here because you saw something that you want. Come and get it. And when you start from that position, then you attract self-led clients who know what they want. And when they raise their hands to ask for the sale, they come in because they want to know, how is the experience going to be for me? That's it. And then you don't hide your prices on the web. You don't, play hide and seek or musical chairs with your pricing. It's on the website. It's clear. It's $1 million to work with you. It's $500,000 to work with you. So you pre-qualify and exclude everybody else that does not need to be working with you, that this offer is not for. They can go work with somebody else who has the 5K offer or the 10K offer. It's, one of the things I invite clients to consider is that it's so much easier to sell the $1 million offer than it is to sell 10 100K offers. It's so much easier to sell 10 100K offers than it is to sell $1 million $1 offers. It just is. Think about it. Your time, your energy, and the value the client is getting. So think about that when you're trying to overcome objections. How about you create the value the client wants and stop trying to fit into somebody else's skinny white jeans in your industry or your mastermind, because everybody in the mastermind is doing that. Create something from what God has put inside of you and partner with God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit to do the work. Don't partner with human beings to do the thing that only God can do through you. Okay? Because Jesus works in a way where he makes things possible that seem impossible to everybody else. So do the thing that God has put in your heart and align with that. No overcoming objections. If you need to overcome objections, it means you haven't given the client what God has for them. It means they don't want it. Turn around, pivot to the person who wants it, and align your messaging with the people who want what you have. Not the ones who agree with you, the ones who want what you have, whether they agree with you or disagree with you. Agreement is irrelevant. That's like saying I want to be relatable. That's a whole different conversation. Women in high-ticket sales don't say that either, okay? So what else don't they say? Oh, yeah. When it comes to follow-up, I'm not saying don't follow up, but women in high-ticket sales don't say things like, oh, I need to follow up so they don't forget about me. What are you selling? Cookies? You're not selling shrimp. You're not selling shoes. You're not selling boots. You're selling premium coaching offers. Half an hour of your time is going to change their life, period. So when you follow up with them, it's not, oh, I'm calling to see if you, just trying to follow up to see if, no. You follow up with someone, maybe you're sending them a book, maybe it's an article, maybe it's part of the way, it's the beginning of the relationship that you have with them when you're trying to get to know them better, when you're trying to really identify what it is they really want before they come on a sales conversation with you. After the sales conversation with you, it's their job to say yes or to say no powerfully. It's you following up with them at that point. It's just you trying to persuade them or convince them. If you want the baby, come get the baby. If you want the husband, come get the husband. It's not my job to chase you. No, they're grown women. Treat people like premium coaching clients. Treat them like they know what they want. Treat them like they're smart and brilliant. Treat them like they're victors, not victims. Treat them like they're above and not below. Treat them like they're children of God who have exactly the same amount of value that you have as a child of God. So there's no preferential treatment. You're not better than them. You don't know better than them. You don't know more than them. The only reason why they come to work with you is because God has put in their heart that there's a partner out here for them to co-create with, but they can do the thing on their own. They're self-led. Treat them like the victors that they are, not victims. When you speak to them like leaders, they show up and do the thing. You don't even have to. People, just like our kids, they react to us the way we treat them. If we treat them like they're dainty and don't know anything and can't do anything for themselves, they won't do it. If you treat your husband like he can't fold the socks, he will say, I didn't fold it because you know how to do it better. So you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to say yes to you by how you speak to them in your messaging, by how you talk to them, and by what level you hold them. Are they down there and you're pulling them up? Or are you here, equals? You co-create together. You're not helping anybody. You support them at the level that they're at, and they meet you at that premium level. It's simple. So these are the things that women in high-ticket sales never, ever say. Let me know how this landed for you and which ones you're going to stop saying if you said that before.